What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of A Spark Ignited. I'm your host, Danielle Nicole, and I'm so excited you guys decided to join me today. We are talking about all things spring now that it is here. Winter is gone, and I, for one, am very happy about it because it just got too cold this year. And not only that, we had a lot of snow, so it was pretty brutal. So I'm excited to bring an episode for you guys where we'll talk about 10 fun things you can do this spring. And yeah, I got this list together and I saw it and I was like, I'm going to try to chip off every little thing on this list because it is pretty freaking dope. So you guys sit back, relax, and I'll dive in.
Welcome to A Spark Ignited. I'm your host, Danielle Nicole Ramsey, here to help you light up your life with inspiration, real talk, and a whole lot of fun. It's time to ignite the spark within you and dive into the stories and wisdom that'll keep you moving forward. Let's make some magic happen.
Okay, so the first thing I have on the list is to explore your own downtown area. You know how whenever we go out of town, like you go to Nashville, you go to Memphis, you go to Chicago, you go to all these different places, and the first thing you want to do is explore the downtown area because that's where all the hot spots are. But very few far and in between, we do that in our own city. Now, it's so crazy because I just did this actually not too long ago, and I did this with my daughter, and we had the time of our lives exploring our own downtown area. We were able to find some hidden gems that I never would have found if we didn't choose to explore that day. And what we end up seeing is these cute boutiques, like with these fashions and clothes that's completely different from what we have in our mall, which we love because she and I, we love to shop. But we love to shop in boutiques too. So to find that they had like a lot of boutiques downtown was like a game changer. I love a little cute cafe type of action too. And we actually ate somewhere that was very, very different from any other place that we normally go to. And we had like the best wings and the best burger that place had to offer. They were good for that too. Also, it's just so much to do. It's so, like, I see, like, this place where you can do, like, a selfie photo shoot, like, with different little themes. Like, people like me, entrepreneurs, like, who have to have themes for every friggin' thing, it's perfect. You can go in there and knock out all 12 months if you want to because they have so many costumes for everything, every occasion, whatever it is that you want to create and bring in yourself, you can. And I just love knowing that they had that down there. Not to mention, I mean, of course, food options is the best. I already mentioned that she and I had tried like a really good restaurant where they offered really good burgers and wings, but we've seen this place. They have really good sushi. There's a Mexican place down there. There's rooftop bars. There is just a lot downtown. Everybody's downtown has something different to offer, but I feel like the common denominator is different places to eat, you know, different places to hear live music, little boutiques to shop at. I think you can make a day of it, you know, just exploring your downtown. You can go get your nails done, you can go get a pedicure, then after that you can go eat, and then you can go shop. It really is a vibe to explore your own freaking downtown, and I highly recommend that you do that this year. Okay, so number 2 on the list is have a picnic in the park. This will always go down as one of the best dates in the world to me because it's so cost efficient, but it's so freaking thoughtful, and you can make it different every time you decide to do a date as a picnic in the park. Like, the reason why I love a good picnic in the park is because, one, the closeness that you two have in that moment. Like, you create your own little space, so you have just your own little area. Whatever food that you guys are feeling that day, you get to create or go buy together. You usually have like a bottle of wine and these little red cups to drink out of, and you just are pretty much laughing and talking and reflecting, and you know, just being together is the most important thing. But a picnic date is just so romantic to me, and I love romance. I've always been a girl that loved romance, and I will never get tired of a picnic. Like, I just feel like they're so fun. They're so simple, but they're everything to me because I'm spending time with the love of my life and we're together, and we most likely are talking about romantic things, but then, we could be people watching and low-key joning, or just having our inside jokes and just laughing at life or whatever it is that we want to talk about. Like, picnics will never not be a vibe for me. So if you're not too big on picnics, I would just say, see what it's about, because it really is the intimacy that's created whenever you have one. It literally is the best thing to me. Number 3 on the list, my phone died. I was going to keep that out, but I like to keep it real around here. I know number 3 now. Okay. So number 3 is to do outdoor yoga or do like an outdoor fitness class. Now, this is so fun. I used to actually do outdoor fitness classes about, 2025, 2017. That was my time, man. Like, I used to do it in my apartment complex, outside and at the park. And I've never actually taken an outdoor fitness class with another instructor. I was the instructor to do that. And I had the best time. I had so much fun. I just feel like when you're outside, you're a little bit more freer. The setting is just different. The vibe is just different. And you're just having a great time. And more than likely, the class is no longer than like 30 minutes, so anybody can do it. But I would highly recommend taking an outdoor fitness class. They do a ton here in the St. Louis area. And I may even do one this year. I love fitness classes. I've actually taken a few at Orange Theory. I've taken some at F45. And I love the camaraderie of it and meeting new people, like-minded people, things like that. Whenever I feel like, okay, I'm tired of teaching myself, I need to switch things up, I'll take a class. But I'll look into taking one outside this year. I think that sounds so much fun. And then outdoor yoga, I actually did that before, and I did that with my sister, her bachelorette weekend in Miami. We did it on the beach. But obviously I'm not talking about the beach. You can if you have access to the beach. I don't. I have access to the park. Okay. So if I want to do an outdoor yoga class, it's going to be in the park. And it was a lot of fun. The instructor that we had for her outdoor yoga class, he was great. He took it slow. He had beginner's guide, advanced guide. So whatever level you were on, you could choose to do what fit best for you. But yeah, there's nothing like taking yoga. Yoga is so underrated. I feel like people think it's so easy because all they see is you stretching your muscles in your body and toning, but it takes a lot of body strength, to do the actual poses correct. And yoga, like I said, is underrated. And I really do need to incorporate that more into my fitness regimen, because the older I have gotten, these muscles stiffen up, honey. I have to stretch every time I work out. I cannot not stretch. So I feel like incorporating yoga would be the best thing to do. And to do it outside would be the best way to do it as well. Number 4 on the list is to host a spring brunch. Anytime I can get together with my close ones, particularly my girlfriends, I love it because we don't ever get to see each other. Everyone is just so busy in life. And if we're not busy, we are tired and we just need time for ourselves. So whenever I bring my friends together, is usually a once a year thing. I remember doing like a spring brunch a couple years ago at Montel Winery, and I had a lot of my close girlfriends come in, and we all ate lunch together, drank wine, took pictures, danced, and just had so much fun. And it was just a quick little getaway for everybody to just break away from the mundane of our normal lives. But yeah, I feel like hosting a spring brunch just sounds like such a good idea. You can totally go all out and do all pastel colors. You can have each friend bring their favorite dish, and do like a potluck type vibe or whatever it is you want to do. It's just about being together with your friends. And you can even do this in a park if you wanted to, like under what do you call those things? Oh God, I forget what they're called. Gazebo. I'm not thinking of gazebo. It's another word. Pavilion. underneath a pavilion, because usually every park has one. And sometimes you don't even have to ask to rent them out. You can just go there and take over the space and just have fun. But I think that would be so much fun to do, just to, like I said, break away from our norm and get together and be cute and wear floral maxi dresses and, get your makeup done, get your hair done, and just feel cute for the day, So I feel like a spring brunch would be right on time. Okay, so number 5 on the list is to go hiking, and number 6 is explore outdoor festivals. Now, I'm a girl that loves to get my steps in. Right now, I am trying to cut weight as I have packed on a few pounds this past winter. And it comes at no surprise. I wasn't as active this winter at all. And being over 40, you don't have the luxury to not be active. So I'm paying for it right now. And right now I'm doing 20,000 steps a day, having 10 to 15 be the standard. If I do 20,000, that's just like extra credit. Anything over that is extra credit, right? So I would love to go hiking. I love the scenic route, and I love to be outdoors and, be able to get my steps in that way, not just on a treadmill. I dread doing steps on a treadmill. It is the most boring thing in the world. I will walk around my house in a circle before I hop on the treadmill to get my steps in. I just hate it. I hate it. So a hike sounds wonderful. And then as far as like outdoor festivals, again, this is the time of year where every city is, having festivals, music festivals, book festivals, food festivals, art festivals. You're going to be festival out, but at least you have something to do, like it's just, breaking away from what we always do, right? If you've never done a festival before, try to do one this year. If you've done food festivals your whole life, try an art festival, try a music festival. They are a lot of fun. And I remember mentioning this last year for my spring episode, and I hate to say it, but I need to do it. I did do a book festival though. I did do that. But I do want to do a music festival this year. Live music is so much fun. And it brings so much energy, and you just forget about all the things that you're responsible for. Just if it's just a couple hours, you guys, we owe that to ourselves. Okay, so yeah, get out there and go hiking, and then find the nearest festival that piques your interest and try something new. Break out the norm. Number 7 is to try paddleboarding or kayaking, and number 8 is to take a bike ride. Now, as far as paddleboarding go, I want to say I've done it before, but like many years ago. And as far as kayaking, the only time I've ever kayaked is on a date with someone. And I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I'm a girl that loves the water, so being on the water was a vibe within itself. But that's something I definitely want to do again. I feel like it is definitely a vibe, and it could be fun. And this time I may help out. I did not help out at all the first time. But I feel like it would be a lot of fun. As far as paddleboarding go, I think I may be a little bit too scared. When I was a kid, I was way more adventurous and didn't care about falling in the water and splashing and stuff like that. Today, I feel like just anything is going to drown me, okay? I literally need to take swim classes. That's something I need to put on my personal list. So yeah, until I feel more comfortable falling in the water, I'm not going to try paddleboarding, but you guys can. But I definitely want to try kayaking. As far as taking a bike ride, I am getting myself a bike this year. I spend a lot when I'm at the gym, and I spend for like an hour sometimes even longer, because I feel like it just works my thighs so much. But I bet being on an actual real bike is a game changer. And to be honest with you guys, I haven't rode a bike since it's been a long time, like I was a teenager. So I'm pretty sure I can freaking ride a bike, but it's been that long, so I would like to challenge myself to do it. Go out to Forest Park, and they have bike trails out there. I have bike trails where I live in my neighborhood too, but I feel like a lot of people go biking out there, so I would be in really good company. But it's also a really, really good workout. So y'all, yeah, let's go try kayaking, and let's get on the bike and do a bike ride this spring. Number 9 on the list is to attend a farmer's market. And number 10 is to plan a weekend road trip. Now, I feel like attending a farmer's market, again, it's a vibe. Everything is a vibe, right? To me, I just love life and I love doing things and I love being outdoors. But I feel like when you're at the farmer's market, not only are you just going to be around just such friendly and nice people, but you get like the best produce. You get the best handmade items. You get the best baked goods. Like, I don't know what it is about the farmer's market, but other than doing all that and getting all the great things, you're supporting your local vendors. To me, that is a big deal. You know, they put a lot of love and a lot of time and what it is that they love to do into whatever it is that you're supporting them with. And I just think it's just such a big deal to do. You know, I know so many people who are small business owners as myself that we thrive in those type of environments, you know, and I just love, like I said, I love me some fresh produce and baked goods and, you know, getting earrings that are like handmade and things like that. I really do just enjoy the farmer's market, like just the aura of it. Like I said, and I love being around nice, good people. And I feel like at the farmer's market, you're not going to have any mean people. You're just going to have nice people. And then number 10, plan a weekend trip away. Not just a weekend trip, but a road trip. Now, road trips normally aren't my thing, but I'm feeling like I'm starting to like them a little bit more as long as it's not longer than like 4.5 hours. Anything other than that, put me on the plane. I'm serious about it. But like, I feel like it's a good time to like vibe with your love, or if you're on a weekend road trip with your friends, y'all could, you know, have fun, have karaoke in the car. You can do that with your love too. But like, I feel like it's a really good time and I really did take it for granted. Like, I love seeing scenic routes. So obviously you would think I would love to take a road trip. And sometimes I really think that it came from me just being impatient and just wanting to get there. And depending on where we're going, I may still be like that. But I feel like I got a little bit more patience for road trips these days. I'm turning over a new leaf, you guys. I never thought I would say that because usually it's put me on the plane. Even if it's a 45-minute flight, put me on the plane. But I'm starting to appreciate road trips a lot more. Yeah, I really feel like that's something that we should all do this spring. Get in the car, go somewhere 4 hours away or something just to change the scenery, you know, change what we're used to seeing all the time. It really does just change the whole trajectory of the way you're feeling. Yeah, it just makes you feel more alive. So definitely do that and add that to your spring to-do list. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode with the 10 fun things you can do this spring. There is just so much life to live. There's so much fun to be had. And not everything costs an arm and a leg. You just got to get out there and think outside the box. All right, you guys, thank you so much again for joining me for this episode. As always, you can get me every Tuesday wherever you get your podcast and every Wednesday on YouTube for the visual. All right, you guys, happy spring. Thank you so much for joining me. See ya.
Thank you for tuning into A Spark Ignited. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs inspiration. Remember, the spark you need is already within you. Keep fanning the flame. Until next time, take care and stay inspired.